Hey guys, this week on Brendan Tries, we are back in the kitchen tackling things around Canada that are crucial and important. And I gotta give a shout out east, Prince Edward Island. You think of, okay, the seafood's great out east, but as well, potatoes. Prince Edward Island potatoes are some of, if not the best in the world. So today on Brendan Tries P.E.I. Smashed Potatoes. So the good news is you really technically only need two things: potatoes and salt. That's it for this to work. You can get a little bit more creative with cheese and things like that, but if you want the most basic form of smashed potatoes, this is all you really need. What you do, you get a pot, you put water in it, you get it to a boil, you get some mini potatoes, and you put it in there. Now, there are different colored potatoes, of course. There are red mini, there are yellow mini. If you have a choice, go with red. There's a little bit more flavor in them on the skins than if you use the yellows. But if all you have is the yellows, there's nothing wrong with that. For us, fortunately, we got a mix pack, so it's a little bit of everything. We got our water boiled. Take some time depending on the oven that you have, the stove top. Everything might be a little bit different. Took about 10 minutes time. While that's happening, you get your potatoes, you wash it off, put it through a sieve, and they're ready to go. But what you want to do is salt your water. Now, some people might think, you know what, you can salt your water before the water's boiled. Not the best thing, actually, because then it takes longer for the water to boil by putting the salt in it. So wait until it is boiled, salt your water, add your potatoes, nice and carefully. Yep. Add your potatoes, and then let them boil through. It'll be about 20 minutes, 20 to 25, depending, and then check it with a knife. And when we get there, we'll see what happens. All right, the 25 minutes have elapsed. It's now time to check our potatoes. Like I said, very easy. You get a sharp knife and you try to puncture the potato. If it rises up and falls back in, you check out. You can go through and check all of them, but if the majority of them are doing this, come on, then you're fine. Once that's done, get it off the heat, get your sieve, put your potatoes into the sieve, bring it all out. And while that's happening, you can get your oven or your toaster oven or whatever it might be and set it to 425. As I mentioned before, you can keep this really simple. You can keep it really the most plain Jane sort of thing. You take the potatoes, we're gonna smash them down, you put them in the toaster oven or the oven, a little bit of salt, that's it, that's all. But this being Brendan Tries, we're gonna try to spruce it up a little bit, add a little zhuzh to it. So, what you gotta do is get your potatoes, they're all done. Lined baking sheets, you put them down. So you got your potatoes set up. You get yourself a glass, small one that you know is trusty and useful. And as the name is, smashed potatoes. You get the mashed potatoes set up and then you just push down. Potatoes are all smashed out there, looks great, and now you can get creative with it. A little bit of olive oil, put that over top, and then we're gonna add things like garlic and cheese. You don't like garlic? Don't add it. You want more cheese? Add more of it. This is your chance to create what you want for it. And you're gonna get something that is nice and soft on the insides and nice and crispy on the outside. Just a note, you don't need to add that much olive oil if you don't want to. But now you can add the cheese. Doesn't need to be any certain type, just a good amount of cheese on the potatoes. You know what, you don't need to be crazy on all of them like that. Sometimes things just come out that way. You know what, there's enough cheese to go around for all the potatoes. Once you are done with this, you can add the garlic on top. You can either use fresh garlic or garlic powder or already crushed up garlic, anything like that. But it'll just add an extra little bit of flavor for you. Once that's complete, you put it into your toaster oven or oven for about 10 minutes, 425, and then you should have yourself some delicious smashed potatoes. timer is done. 10 minutes, 425 in your oven or your toaster oven. Smells really good. As I mentioned, you add some extra things and it just boosts your smashed potatoes. Take it out. Make sure you got gloves on. I had a bit of a whoopsie earlier this week. It hurts. You don't want to go to the burn unit. It's not fun. So just make sure you got your stuff on. But if you take a look at them, cheesy, potatoey, garlicky, smells delicious. If you had smell-o-vision, you'd be like, yeah, he's right, it does. That's what it smells like. It smells delicious. And it didn't take that long at all. If I can do it, you can do it as well. Give it a try.
Brendan Seeley is not a licensed professional. Use his advice carefully and cautiously at your own risk.